Today we're on site of a property where we're going to be installing a trenchless sewer line, as well as a portion that will be installed in the traditional fashion of actually replacing that pipe and taking it out of the ditch and putting a new one in by excavation. Lots of times we need to do this traditional method when it's really shallow, like it is right here, only about a foot or even less in depth. And also when we have a branch line coming off of another part of the house, as you can see right here. There's a branch line coming into the main sewer line, probably from the laundry. And when we have a branch line that, if we actually pulled a trenchless line through that portion, it would actually cut that section off. So in order not to do that, we actually have to physically replace that fitting. So because of the shallowness and because of the branch line, we'll be replacing this section of pipe in the traditional method of actually digging it up like we have it excavated here, taking it out, and putting a new section in. Let me introduce you to our underground maple service trenchless expert, Matt Zizak, and he's going to talk a little bit about what we're going to do from this portion, from this section actually, over to another small excavation you see right there. So just briefly, Matt, how are we going to take care of this sewer line here?
Well, what we're going to do, Dale, is we're going to cut this section out, and we're going to run a cable through the old root intruded line. And what we will do then is burst a new line through the old line, thereby taking its place and having a seamless line from point A to point B.
Okay, let's go over to point. So here we are at the excavation point that Matt pointed out, and as you can see, we have a 90-degree sweep. It's actually a combination fitting. Goes into a branch, and from here it heads out to the street. And so why do we need to open this up right here, Matt?
Well, Dale, if this were a 45-degree bend or less, we could pull right through it with no issues. Being that it's more than that, we are going to have to open it up here, and we will do the same as before. We will pull from this location to the location at the front of the house near the sidewalk, and it's a perfect application. It's very skinny. We can't get our excavator through the fence there, so this is just a perfect application for a trenchless sewer line.
So here we are at the street. We've moved up from the turn that Matt was talking about, where we had our last excavation. We have a small excavation here at the street, and we're actually going to pull a trenchless seamless line through the old pipe, the old failed pipe, from the point where Matt and I showed you the turn. And right here, Danny is in the trench, and he's going to break that pipe right there with what we call a ratchet cutter. And where he breaks that will be our entry point to run our cable through all the way to the turn and pull the new seamless trenchless pipe from that turn all the way up to this point where Danny is right here. And so what we'll have is we'll have a brand new trenchless line all the way down to the 90-degree turn, and then all the way over to the part that we showed you at the excavation where the branch line was. And we'll have a perfect seamless trenchless install. So we've showed you in this video how we prepare for the trenchless, and in the next segment we'll actually show you the pipe being pulled through and breaking away the old line. So more to come. Danny, thank you. So we loaded up our trenchless machine this morning, and we're heading out to the project where we'll be making the pull. The trenchless trailer has all the equipment inside it that we need to make the pull. So we'll see you out on the job. Okay, so we're back on site, and we've unloaded our 4-inch fusing machine. And what Matt's going to do here now is he's going to attach the bursting head to a 20-foot section of new trenchless sewer pipe. And the bursting head, which Danny is holding right here, is going to attach on the front where you see the attachment that Matt is fusing actually to the 4-inch pipe. So we're melting that section of pipe to the bursting attachment that Danny is sliding onto the front right there. So what that'll enable us to do is that will enable us to attach a cable through that hole right there and pull that bursting head through the old pipe, thus breaking it away. And while it's attached to the 4-inch section, that will allow the bursting head to pull the pipe right along with it through the old pipe. Now we've just melted those two sections together with a 450-degree heat pad that melts those two. We pull that out and put those two sections together after we've created the temperature that we need, and it'll melt those two sections together and enable us to pull our pipe through the hole. Next up, the pull. So as you can see, this is the excavation where the combination fitting was, and that's been removed, and a trenchless section has been pulled from the section that we had excavated up to that point. That's a new piece of seamless trench pipe right there, and they've actually removed the sewer line from here and going to actually traditionally install a new sewer pipe, which is laying beside the trench right there. And you can see right there where the branch line used to be, the branch fitting used to be. You're going to be laying in a new branch fitting, which is laying beside the trench right there, to pick up the laundry over at the house. And the next section we are going to do is we're going to be setting up our trenchless pole machine right here, which is actually laying beside the trench. We have the entire section of sewer pipe already fused together, and we're going to be pulling that line through, replacing the old line out to the street. That'll be the last thing we do. So we've got all of the equipment out of the trenchless trailer container over ready to connect for the pull, and we'll go over and see how. So as you can see, we have Matt and Dan down at the pull side attaching the pulling equipment. And as you can see, the cable has been run through the old pipe where we made the ratchet cut yesterday, and the cable has been fused and attached to the bursting head, which has been attached to about a 40-foot section, two 20-foot sections of fusible trenchless pipe fused together. And that's what we're going to pull through and burst away the old pipe for the new sewer line. So we're down here at the pulling end, and Matt has the hydraulic pull machine set up, and he's beginning to pull the cable with the hand controls. You can see the cable right down in the trench, and it's moving about 6 inches every time the hydraulic goes up. And it's actually beginning to pull the bursting head through the old pipe at the other end. The bursting head right now is beginning to penetrate the old pipe. There it goes. It's going to burst right through the old one. And as it enters that old pipe, it's going to burst it away just like it's doing right now. And right behind it's going to tag along and pull a 40-foot section of brand new sewer line, guaranteed to not have any root intrusion.
Yeah, see that? Yeah, scratched up that little piece in where we've used it a few times. Amazing stuff, dude. Steel pipe, plain pipe, plastic pipe.
And there goes the new sewer line. Right through the middle of the old one, breaking it away as it goes through. view here shows the pipe length incomplete as we've got it kind of laying down the sidewalk with our piece of equipment parked there to prevent it from actually bending itself out into the street. So alright, we're nearing the completion here, and Matt was our lead installer, so Matt, why don't you just run us through the complete install?
Well, we did a traditional hand dig sewer line from that clean out to right here where we tied in a combo fitting for the washer. And then we did a trenchless install from this point to the new combination fitting over here. And from there we ran all the way out to the sidewalk with the new trenchless line, where we also installed a new clean out for a complete job.
So here's the complete and final connection. You can see this is where we made the ratchet cut of the original pipe, and we made our final tie-in here at the street with the new trenchless pipe, and put a brand new clean out up for future maintenance. We also put a clean out down at the combination turn for maintenance on that section as well. So we're just going to cover up these holes and we'll be done. New sewer line. So we're back on site here, and we've got this new sewer line, partial traditional installation and a trenchless complete. And Matt's just about to leave the site, so he's going to tell us a little bit about the wrapping up of the project.
Well, after we've backfilled all of our holes and ditches, we've laid some seed down and placed sod where we could. The rains are going to come here within the next couple of days, and in a few weeks you won't even be able to tell that we were here.
So we've got this is where the traditional pipe was replaced, and then we walk over here where we had the small excavation. This is where the combination fitting was, and you can as you can tell, it barely looks like we were even here, and we've spread some seed across there to make it look like we really weren't here. And as you can see, this is where the trenchless pipe went up to the street, and we're complete there and have a brand new clean out for future maintenance of the sewer line. And this is a complete trenchless sewer line replacement. Pretty easy for the customer, very non-evasive, and guaranteed for no root intrusion. And we are complete with the trenchless sewer line.